Matthew Cushman, 2509 Juniper Drive, Edgewater. First of all, thank you for letting me be here, as always. When I provided notification last week that I would be present to speak at the board meeting tonight, I was unaware of the pending retirement of Ms. Smith. Number one, I want to thank you, Ms. Smith, for the job that you've done. While I may not agree with how well you supervise the district, I'm sure that there are many things that you have done that have been beneficial. That being said, I was late for this meeting. I was late because I was being accountable to the city of DeLand for a project that I am engineer director for that is currently 1 month late delivery. Accountability. It's an interesting word, one for which many in this district are unaware of the meaning. So I'll provide it. It's an obligation or willingness to accept responsibility for one's own actions. Superintendent Smith, I take your pending retirement as taken a measure of accountability, and for that, I sincerely thank you. Dr. Hill, thank you for expecting accountability. As I mentioned in an email 2 weeks ago, while you were seeking accountability, I was outside praying with a youthful lady for accountability to be brought back to this district. The main reason for my attendance this evening is to seek accountability for Indian River Elementary School. As you may be aware, when notifying the board members who intended to be here a week and a half ago, I also requested that every teacher from Indian River attend as well. Now let me tell you, that is not a small request. Despite the fear of showing their face in this room, as that would likely mean that their contracts would not be renewed, several dozen teachers were willing to attend. They were finally willing to stand up and represent themselves here. That was until yesterday. Imagine my surprise when I was informed that no teachers would be in attendance. They would not be present because for whatever reason, they were specifically directed to not attend, which I just found out is against the law. No teachers, parent, or student should ever be discouraged from attending the school board meeting. But that's okay, because I'm here and I'm speaking anyway. I will not go through the details, you're already aware of them. I will summarize what I'm looking for. I'm seeking accountability to the board, from the board, superintendent's office, and administration of IRES for how a 15-year AB grade school in 3 years under a new principal has now descended to a D school. How a principal can feel comfortable with telling 4th and 5th grade teachers that there are too many honor roll students and that they don't match the school's testing scores. How a teacher that is just not meant to be a teacher, those are Ms. Smith's words, not mine, that their contract is not renewed at Indian River, but they're immediately picked up by another school. Schools that I might add are improving in their grades. How 63% of teachers and professional staff can be turned over after only 2 years with the current administration, and no one asks why. Why a parent has to call the police after a gun has been reported on campus in the student's bag, because after 20 minutes, the school has not called the police. How we have a bullying policy for students, but the administration and superintendent's office have no problem with bullying teachers and parents. How apparently seeking accountability from the district, using proper channels of communication, and not once creating any modicum of disruption at any time in school grounds, to be threatened with trespass over 7 times from every level within the district. Or how a parent recorded 42 seconds of conversation with the principal about the bullying of her child is still trespassed today from November 12th. And that last one, board members, you have been provided the details on. You are now accountable as well for your actions or inactions. When I started sending out my novels for emails, I was reminded of the story of David versus Goliath. I'm not David, but the district is definitely Goliath. In closing, I pray that any Christian within this room remembers Jesus' command to love others above all else. That means taking accountability for our actions. And just to clarify, I'm not requesting the district be accountable to me specifically, but to all the students, parents, and teachers most of all. Thank you, and God bless.